Good morning. It's been a really long time since I have posted a vlog on One Crazy Mama. But here I am. I'm back and I hope to put some more on. Can't promise that it will be every day, but I am going to start putting some on and I'll post those to Facebook as well as on YouTube. So, wow, a lot has happened from a year ago today. A whole lot has happened. And I'm not going to talk so much about the physical stuff because those of you who I'm friends with on Facebook or in real life, not in the cyber world, know that I've, had some physical issues that have come up, but I want to talk more today about some other issues that I've had both in my faith walk and as well in my mental health. So I'm going to kind of take you back to about a year ago. And I'm sorry if this one's a little rambly. I'm going to try not to, but please stick with me if you want. I appreciate it. It started about a year ago, or about a year ago is where I'm going to take you back to. And that is when I was very much ready and felt that I had the call to enter a ministry of sorts. Wasn't sure exactly what that meant for God, but for me, I was just following where He led me. And I can tell you that I was good. I was set to go. And then things kind of started crashing in on me. End of March, beginning of April, everything started crashing in on me. And I'm trying not to say a lot as well. So I had some things come up in my life that just sort of swept me off of my feet and not in a good way. And we still haven't figured out exactly why they kind of reared their head right now, but I have suffered from chronic depression for many years, probably from my childhood and times that we just didn't look at it the same way as it was a different world, so to speak. Let's go with that. So in late March, beginning of April, some things happened. There were some things in my past that came back to kind of haunt me, as well as some things in my present that just kind of threw me off, and depression kind of started to overtake me. I don't know if you've ever watched the movie Inside Out, but it was me pretty much to a T. I could see all of these things happening, and I put on my happy face and I muddled through them. I had, a couple good solid weeks in the summer. One was at Boy Scout camp and one was at fair, and I think those were because I was able to kind of suspend reality a little bit. And it wasn't long after fair that I was no longer able to put on the face. I was no longer able to fake it each and every day. I'm also drinking water a lot, so real sorry if I have to get a drink. In early September, I had a pretty major breakdown. I had a very eerie moment, or many moments, where not being here and not being alive anymore was really okay with me. It wasn't in panicked moments or in moments of some kind of argument, dispute, or it was a calm, very calm moment for me. And I think that's what scared me the most, was the fact that I was now having this in a very calm place. And I went and talked to my regular doctor, and she felt that it was something that she couldn't handle, but she also felt that I needed to get some professional help pretty immediately for my own safety. And Tim and I talked and talked to Emily as well. And I went up to Toledo to Flower Hospital for a few days. And it was an eye-opening experience. And I will tell you that whole situation at a different time. My experience, not anyone else's, but mine. And when I left there, the social worker came in and we worked out a plan for me to start an aftercare program, or to start a partial care program is what it's called, in Wasion. It's a partial hospitalization, which means that every morning I went from 9 to noon, and I did that for a little over 3 weeks. Within that time, I was able to get connected with a new mental health doctor. I was able to work a lot of things through, get some coping skills that I was lacking. My coping skills were not positive coping skills in the least. Whew. So that is where I was. I currently am on medication. They changed my medication. I will probably always be on medication. They've changed my medications and tweaked them to a point where we're now in the beginning stages of doing what's called EMDR therapy, eye movement desensitization reasoning. And I think that's what it's for. If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. But I've done the base work for that. And so next week I start doing that a little more intensely to deal with some things from my past that I just didn't deal with. Mainly these were incidences from when I was a young adult. And I don't want to get into those right now, but I want to assure you that, I don't blame anyone for any of these issues that I have, any of the traumas that I've gone through. I just need to work through them. And I think that what happened was my life was so incredibly busy with 3 boys and with doing lots of plays. Either we were at the Playhouse when we lived in Findlay, or, coming home and just doing all of those normal everyday things. And I was able to continue to push them out of my head until I couldn't anymore.